Not a line from Sydney. He is an idle fellow. I sent him an account of my accident at Willingden and thought he would have vouchsafed me an answer. But perhaps that implies he is coming himself. I trust it may. But here is a letter from one of my sisters, Diana, I believe. You'll have heard us mention frequently how bad her health is, and they're subject to a variety of serious disorders. And our youngest brother, who lives with them and is not much above 20, well, he's almost as bad an invalid as themselves. He's so delicate that he can engage in no profession. Sydney laughs at him, but really it is no joke, though often he makes me laugh in spite of myself. Now, if he were here, he'd place money on either Diana, Susan or Arthur appearing at the point of death within the last month by this letter. Right. No chance of seeing Sanditon, I'm sorry to say. A very indifferent account of them indeed. Seriously, a very different account. Mary, you'll be quite sorry to hear how ill they've been, and are. I think we should all be acquainted with what she writes.
My dear Tom, so grieved at your accident, but so well attended by the Haywoods. I would have been with you the moment I heard, but was suffering from spasmodic bile, and could hardly crawl from my bed to the sofa. Many thanks for looking for an apothecary on our account, but we are entirely done with the whole medical tribe. We have consulted physician after physician in vain until we are entirely done with the whole medical tribe. They can do nothing for us, and we must now trust to our own knowledge of our own wretched constitutions for relief. But if you think Sanditon needs a medical man, I will undertake the commission with pleasure, and have no doubt of succeeding. For together, we must by now have knowledge of every physician in the south of England. As for getting to Sanditon, we are all quite incapable of travel. In my present state, the sea air would probably be the death of me. I doubt whether Susan's nerves would be equal to the effort. She has been suffering much from the headache, and 6 eaches a day for 10 days together relieved her so little that we thought it right to change our measures. And being convinced that much of the evil lay in her gum, I persuaded her to attack the disorder there. She has accordingly had 3 teeth drawn, and is decidedly better, but her nerves are a good deal deranged. She can only speak in a whisper, and fainted away twice this morning on poor Arthur's trying to suppress a cough. He, I am happy to say, is tolerably well, though more languid than I like, and I fear for his liver. Sydney had a scheme to visit the Isle of Wight, but we have not seen or heard from him. We wish you every success for the season, and through the recommendations of our wide circle of friends who suffer as grievously for their ailments as ourselves, we have persuaded 2 large families to visit Sanditon. One, a rich West Indian family from Surrey, the other a most respectable boarding school or academy from Camberwell. Yours most affectionately,